I don't hear that enough.
Yeah, I don't hear that enough. I'll just use Tim. I don't hear that enough. You ready to go? All right.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. All right, so it is another episode of The Mind Reels here on Smithy TV. Sue, how's Tiff been for you?
It's been very tippy. It's been very full. Very movied out.
Yes, which is, of course, why you didn't get out last night.
And yet the first thing I usually do is go see another movie after. Because I get
that
that depression.
You almost
it's like
did
it's
that.
all done.
Because, we went, finally, whenever this airs, I finally saw World's End, so I'm sorry, Mr. Simon Pegg. But my review will be up tomorrow. But it was so good. And then we've got a guest in our studio tonight who's coming in cold. He's not, I think he might have seen our show, but he doesn't know what to expect from us. So he could be in trouble, but it's thanks to our friend Katie
came to
Bowen.
us through,
yeah,
exactly.
Who's awesome. So she probably warned you at least a little. We were sitting with Drew Nilsson tonight.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Drew.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And, I just want to get it off the bat that we just want to exploit you for everything you know about the strain, but we'll get to that.
I don't know how much I can tell, but yeah.
I hear they're making one.
Making it. But we always like to start with the easiest or possibly your toughest question. Your all-time favorite movie.
All-time favorite movie.
Yeah.
Any genre?
Or
like
one.
I have one for each genre.
Oh, see?
You know what? I would say I love Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Good man. Sean Connery.
That has everything in that film. Like there's a really
Yeah,
good
right?
touch on
Yeah,
everything in
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's like I can watch that over and over again for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's my favorite of the three, too. But largely, I think because of Sean Connery, I like the dynamics between him and his dad. I fucking loved River Phoenix as young Indy.
Yeah, the way it starts is amazing. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like the whole script is incredible. And just like when they go into the desert and they with the final reveal, like all that magical realism
He
stuff.
gets the girl right off the bat, and you're like, what?
crazy.
Isn't this supposed to be more of a struggle? And then it turns out, oh, God, she's evil.
Yeah.
She was a Nazi.
Evil and crazy.
She's very hot, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alison Doody.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Nazi girl.
Yeah, Alison Doody.
Oh, right.
Yep. Who's also in A View to a Kill.
Right name.
I wouldn't know.
With the Bond name Jenny Flex was her Bond name.
I see. Okay.
I'm just saying. But you were born and bred here in Toronto.
I was,
which is
yeah.
a phrase I don't understand. I get the born part, but I don't understand
Bred?
why you would be bred.
I know
here.
you think of horses, right?
That's exactly what I thought of this afternoon when I read it. I'm like,
Yeah.
born and bred.
Yeah, it's
like
a
some
weird
kind of
turn
training regime they've got for
Yeah,
you somewhere.
I think so.
Keep
Yeah.
those genes in good shape.
Yeah.
And then you got bit by the bug, the acting bug, that is,
Yeah.
in your senior year of high school.
I did, yeah.
So now, what did you do? What did you do that bit you? Like, was there?
Well, it was just a crazy turn of events. Just in terms of very fateful kind of turn of events. My drama teacher at the time got pregnant. She went on maternity leave, and they brought in a new teacher who was teaching in New York. And she was teaching a circle in the square. So she was coming in to take over for her supply teaching. But the thing is that she had been learning about like Stanislavski and all that kind of like deep technique stuff. So instead of, a drama teacher wanting to play Duck, Duck, Goose and things like that, she came in and started teaching us like real stuff.
Wow.
And I just kind of gravitated towards it. And she took a liking to me and really gave me the, just the real confidence that she thought I could do it. So she handed me a lead in the school play when I did not think I was ready at all, and she thought I was, and
Wow.
And now it's all history now.
That's wicked.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty much the
That's
first
the right age
first
to
moment.
make a huge
totally.
difference, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fall or fly.
For sure, yeah. I
Basically.
told my guidance counselor, he was, I wish I remember the guy's name right now, but he completely just had this smirk on his face when I told him I wanted to be an actor and go to theater school after high school. And
Who's smirking now?
I guess.
Take
So.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that. For me, I was in my first year of university, I think.
Yeah.
Or I was doing drama, and our teacher, oh man, her name was Carolyn something. I can't remember what she was, but she was a well-known actor in Nova Scotia, and she put together this group of short two-hand plays. And she said, "Oh, right, I want you in the lead for this one and this one." And one of the characters, I was playing this guy who was returning from a war.
Okay.
With hadn't seen my wife in forever, and apparently I was carrying, and I couldn't tell you what war it was, but apparently I was carrying around this big bag of severed heads.
Okay.
Literally, yeah.
Jesus.
Right. And I was like,
Was your wife hot at least?
Well, it was very hot. There was an on-stage kiss and everything, and they're just like, okay, do this, and I need you to do this. I'm like, you think I can do that? I mean, really, you've met me, right? And she's like, no, I know you can do that. I've seen it in you. Just do it. And I'm like, wow. And I did it. And I had people coming up after me or afterwards just going, you in that bag of heads, man. I was like, really? Like, yeah. So I was like, so I totally get that.
Great. Yeah, it's crazy because I've never really been much of an academic, so I really gravitated towards this and being creative and things like that. I always did art and stuff like that. But then I sucked hard at math, real bad, and even science too. Just like, and for some reason these teachers saw me in this play and saw me in a play that I did like the next year, and they were just like, you know what, Drew, you're
gonna be all right.
Don't worry about the Greco-Roman era.
No, who needs to know that?
Just get the credits. And
just keep on your path. Like, don't worry about it. So that was really really nice, really reinforcing. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's wicked. And then of course you've done so much television.
Fair bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you were in Queer as Folk. You did 2 episodes of Queer as Folk, which is awesome because our friend Tanya Lemke has an awesome story. She was one of the She was a prop master on that show, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not quite sure. So she's got some great stories about that.
I can imagine a lot of dildos.
Yes, as a matter of fact, that was one of her favorite stories. She got a standing ovation once, apparently.
Really?
She had to polish an award.
Like a dildo.
I'll fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Then you were in Degrassi Next Gen. Smallville.
Did Smallville?
You've done like all the genre stuff. You've done Smallville, Supernatural, Fringe.
Yeah,
Fringe.
For like a bleep of a second. Yeah.
It was
still in Fringe.
Yeah. Rookie Blue, Flashpoint, which is kind of like the Toronto stamp of approval right there. Flashpoint. Lost Girl.
Yep.
So our ratings just went up a little notch there. That's right. Lost Girl.
Lost Girl, great show.
Lost Girl does love us.
And Supernatural. I was like Crossroads Demon, but they're all shit. Oh no. That's right.
I think they I don't know if they've had another guy.
I don't think so. I think it's always been a guy.
Really?
I mean, it's always been a girl except for you.
Yeah, well, I'm in good company.
And then the one I love, and I YouTubed and watched 4 or 5 clips today. You did Duncan on Total Drama Island.
Are you a Total Drama fan?
No, I'd honestly never seen it. So it's animated, it's a cartoon. Let's check this out. And I'm I need to go watch this now because it looks freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
And for all the stuff you've done, which is it's an amazing roster of work.
Oh, thank you.
The thing that really impressed, the thing that geeked me out the most was that's gotta be so awesome to have your voice coming out of a cartoon character.
It's wild. It's blows me away at how popular that show is. It really honestly does. We go to fan expos and things like that, and I've got a Facebook account, Twitter account, and all that stuff. But the kids they just go mental for the show. It's crazy. It's why it's been on for five seasons. They keep changing up the cast and my guy took a year off because they did a whole new cast, but yet these kids are still requesting for friendship on Facebook and things like that. It's just so overwhelming and amazing, and
that is so
it's wild. But when I think back, when I was younger, if I could meet Optimus Prime in person,
totally
make my day and blow my mind equally.
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, it's super overwhelming and really flattering that they're just so responsive to the show and they love the character
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So to talk about Transformers, then, did you cry then when they killed off Optimus Prime?
Yeah,
in the
of course.
Movie? Good man.
Of course. Good man. I even cried in that movie, The Bear. You remember The Bear?
I remember The Bear
when it's digging at the honey in the rock face, and then it gets crushed by the boulder.
Don't tell Sue that.
I just gave it away.
Spoiler for a movie that came out 30 years ago. Yeah.
Straight random reference. Anyway, I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Came out that long ago?
Yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally freaked out. I'm that's cartoons, man.
It's wild.
I would love to do a voice for a cartoon.
Yeah.
Totally.
I can totally do
you like doing voices and stuff like that?
I'm not
different.
I can do the Scottish accent. That's probably
that's pretty good.
And a Sean Connery. I've got a not bad Sean Connery. So.
Yeah. Nice.
As the ladies of C will attest to, there's that. They loved it.
Yeah. They sure did.
They said it got hotter in the room. I do.
It wasn't the wine.
I thought it was actually very, very good.
Oh, I know. But yes, I hit the IMDb page for you today.
I can tell. You've done your research.
I do my research.
I'm super impressed.
Don't be too impressed.
Okay. Because it's on like a little stick.
That's right. It's on a
I was
An actual notepad.
It's not even on like my Kindle. It's just
I was like, I hope Tim's writing some of this down or printing it out or something.
Hope he learns.
I'm gonna have to just remember.
But just looking, because you're about to do Strain, which is is it a miniseries or is it a full series?
Right now it's a pilot.
Okay.
They've got 13 episodes in mind for it. It's just like some quick stuff about it. I don't know if you guys are aware, but it's based on a trilogy book series that Guillermo wrote with a guy named Chuck Hogan, who I just learned last night actually was the guy who wrote the book of that the film The Town was based on.
Oh.
Yeah. So super incredibly talented writer. So it's for the FX network. It's very much going to be, I think, quite similar to what the books are.
Okay.
I try to really be authentic to that. And all I know so far is that I'm playing the recurring role of Matt Sales. So hopefully the fans of the book agree with the casting choice.
I went through the cast list today, and I'm
it's a pretty crazy cast. I know. I'm really.
I'm like, I don't even know where to start about. Because I was going to say, who would you most be looking forward to? I was like, oh my God, John Hurt.
John Hurt, yeah.
I mean, and what is the first thing you say to him? Was like, I loved you in Alien, or I loved you in Doctor Who?
Yeah, I know. He's playing
Just
such
try
a...
not to stop with I love you, because it gets harder.
I know, you gotta spend... So, actually, I don't even know if I'm going to have much time to work opposite him, but Corey Stoll, we're going to share a lot of screen time together. He's amazing. The past week we've been getting to meet each other in the cast and things like that. So we had a cast dinner the other night and got to meet everybody and such a solid group of people so far. It's going to be a blast. I'm still in total disbelief that I'm part of it. Honest to God,
that's a really good list of people to be involved with. John Hurt, Sean Astin.
Yeah, I know Rudy.
Right?
That's another film I cried at. Are you kidding me? Oh man, he broke my heart in that.
They talked about that on the newsroom last year.
Yeah.
Which you don't watch anyway. So.
I'm
just saying, it's a good show.
Talk about Rudy.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'd be just like, Goonies never say die. And then I'd get kicked off set. But
I just recently watched Goonies actually.
First time?
I watched some of it back in the day, and then I watched the whole thing from start to finish. It's fantastic. Yep. Yeah, it's stellar. Yep. It's really good.
I love it. And I love the fact that Doug Jones, man. Doug Jones is amazing.
I love Doug Jones.
Yeah, he almost got an amazing eye for casting. Really unique people that Robert Millay. I hope I pronounced his last name correctly, but and I met him last night for the first time, and he's a gentle giant, man. The guy's
as big as he looks then, because I saw him in Sherlock.
Oh, he's immense.
Big, yeah.
He's got to be definitely 7 feet tall. I'd say close to that. Yeah,
good Lord.
He's but such a sweet man, really sweet guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be quite the ride. So I'm just gonna strap myself in and soak it all up.
And hopefully, if it gets past the 13 episodes, which genre television usually does,
we'll see.
Then it'll be interesting how it diverges from the books, because I know they did the comic series, which I think adapted the books fairly close as well.
Yeah,
so I'm not quite sure, but
yeah.
Which is why I didn't read the comic books, because I read the book. But
yeah,
the television show I'm looking forward to in a huge way.
Awesome.
Because the vampires with the tongues and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Exactly. If you've read the books, you can kind of have an idea of how the series is going to be. And Guillermo's such an amazing visionary director that it's going to be really scary, but it's also going to have a lot of heart to it. I think it's going to be.
Probably visually just ridiculous to look at too.
Oh, for sure.
Everything.
When you think of crazy ass creatures and stuff, you think of Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth for me is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I changed my answer. Pan's Labyrinth is by far one of my favorite films.
It is a gorgeous film. I will cry every time I watch that one. Yeah. Guaranteed.
That film blows me away. Yeah.
But it's such a good list of people. And then, like you said, Del Toro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be amazing to look at.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys are excited.
Yeah. And I got
Leslie Hope, too.
That's right.
Yeah, she's in it, too. Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. Kevin Durand, I heard he's a sweet man. I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, and he's from Thunder Bay, so...
Yeah, he's...
Kevin, you need to come on the show. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But,
is Roger Cross in it, too?
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell? That's just ridiculous. Plus, Roger Cross is in pretty much everything.
Yeah. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's killing it right now.
Yeah,
he's great.
But the thing I didn't know, and I'm glad you said it,
was
that it's on FX.
Yeah.
Which means that you can get away. It's not it's
Oh,
cable
yeah.
television as opposed to like network television,
For
so you
sure.
can get away with
Oh,
as
yeah.
what you need to for the show because it's going to be
Yeah.
bloody, it's going to be violent, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be
Oh yeah, along the lines of American Horror Story for sure. You know, and from what I understand, Guillermo and Chuck's been trying to pitch this show for a long time. You know, so it's like I know the vampire genre has been really, you know, it's been really saturated lately. But I think this is going to be something really unique. He's really taken a different approach to the vampire genre. So, yeah, it's
because the
gonna
first
be-
time I read it, well, the only time I read it, where it talks about the tons, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's different. And I just, you know, and Del Toro's name was on the book anyway, so I'm reading, going, I can totally see how he's going to put it in the film. I'm like, okay, I can totally see this.
Yeah.
He's just such a fantastic director.
Yeah.
He's in town all the time. Why is
Yeah.
he not on our show?
Guillermo.
Del Toro.
You know what he loves? Yeah, he just loves film.
Yeah, he really does.
He's a big kid. Like
Yeah.
I went
He
to a
really
talk.
is.
It wasn't related to Tip, but he did a talk at the Trump Hotel the other day, and I was there to listen to him. And the guy's just like having the best time of his life. I
Right?
mean, it's like he's doing what he loves. It's like, you know, it doesn't matter about the money. It's like I will make something happen. Like if I love it that much and I'm this passionate
exactly.
about something, like I think that's how the Mama film was made.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the short film, loved it so much. I think it was like an Argentinian filmmaker.
I
or
think
something.
so, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
too sure.
think so.
And just like funded the thing and
Yeah.
produced it because he just loved the idea
Oh,
so
yeah.
much, you know. So
Same thing
I
with
really like that too.
and Pacific
You know?
Ring, that was the same story, because
Yeah.
who was going to watch a movie about giant
Didn't
robots
he,
and monsters?
He produced The Orphanage too, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think I
He
can't
was-
remember
yeah,
because I
he-
think he was friends with the director, and he was like, "You have to make this
Yeah.
movie. I'll help
Yeah.
you." I can't.
Yeah.
He's
It's
just
just like-
oh.
I mean, we were we had a cast dinner at this nice hotel like a couple days ago, and the guy rolls in with like just like this black hoodie, you know, like he doesn't care, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just
That's awesome.
I mean,
He
he is
turned up
who he
at
is.
Expo.
I mean, he can
Yeah.
get away with it, but you know, I think this is gonna be such a fun time working.
Oh,
with him.
yeah. Yeah.
He dropped by Fan Expo one year
I
just to
remember.
like sign
he?
for an hour. Because
Oh, get out of here! Nice.
He was like, "I'm in town.
Yeah.
I'll swing by."
Yeah, he'll do
Yeah, because
that
he was
kind of
doing
stuff.
he was shooting Pacific Rim,
Yeah.
which we didn't know.
Yeah, he's really accessible, and during that interview at the Trump, he said how much he loves Toronto. He loves Toronto.
yeah.
He's gonna keep shooting here.
Good.
You know, so we've seen a lot of them.
Just
I
move.
mean, sooner or later, we're getting in that door, Del Toro. We are. And we'll talk about The Devil's Backbone.
Oh, that's
and, I love that one.
I think you should just move here and like hang out with George Romero all the time.
Right?
That would be sweet. Yeah, yeah.
Now,
And I
you,
should just watch.
You won't say anything. You're just gonna watch.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about stuff.
talk amongst yourselves.
Nice.
But yeah, now you said that, and I totally agree, the vampire market is kind of super saturated.
Yeah.
But do you have a favorite vampire?
Favorite vampire?
Yeah, or vampire movie?
Yeah, you know what? I thought 40 Days and 40 Nights was pretty cool. I
Yeah?
thought that was actually pretty freaky.
Yeah, and the graphic novel
Yeah.
for that was amazing.
Yeah.
Which one?
The graphic novel for
Was
that?
it?
Yeah.
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 that-
And it had, what's her name? Melissa George.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
Took a second.
Nice.
Took a second.
What's
but
your
it's always
favorite
there.
vampire movie?
Oh, so we could go cheesy.
Nosferatu or?
You know what? I
Yeah.
love like the original 1912, 19.
Yeah, ancient.
That was fantastic. But guilty pleasure vampire movie?
Yeah.
Lost Boys.
Oh,
Lost Boys. Not even a guilty pleasure.
change my answer again. Yeah, for sure.
I used to, when it came out, I was living in Bermuda because I went to high school there.
Lucky you.
And as soon as that movie came out, I had the soundtrack, and I would drive along the North Shore into Hamilton
Mhm.
with, on my moped, and I'd have the helmet on, and I literally had taken my headset apart so I could put two of the headphones right next to my ear while my helmet's on, which you're not supposed to do. I'm willing to admit. And I would
Yeah.
just crank that soundtrack, and you turn
Nice.
off your headlights so it's just dark. And
You're a rebel.
yeah, I'd be like,
Holy shit.
I'm like, yeah, Lost Boys.
Awesome.
Kiefer Sutherland calling you Michael in your head.
Oh, totally.
Sweet.
Right, I need to go home and watch that now. Thank
I
you
know,
very much
right?
for that.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good one.
But yeah, I totally cannot wait to see what you guys do with that. But
Thanks, man.
now that you've done so much genre, do you have a preference for like genre television, or would you rather like do more Rookie Blue, or or maybe you've done Suits even? So
Yeah, I worked on Suits. That was
Yeah.
amazing. That was a lot of fun. I
would
want
you
to be
would you rather wear a suit or run around and shoot a gun?
right around. Yeah, you know what? I actually I would love to do like a nice
Shoot down
ensemble
ballers.
piece, like a Magnolia type film. Like I gravitate towards dramatic work for
that's
sure,
fair.
but I love comedy too. But I want to be in like the next Saving Private Ryan. Like I really want to do a war film where it's like, you know, there's just everything in it, but the fact that you're not focusing on acting. Like you're just reacting to bombs blowing off and stuff like that. Like I really dream to do something like that one day.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Maybe you'll have a bag of heads.
That would be
I
sweet.
think that's what I like to call a callback. But besides Passchendaele, though, there isn't really, nobody's really made like a Canadian war movie yet. Like,
Yeah,
a definitive
true.
Canadian war film.
Yeah,
I don't think
true.
it's been done yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know how war films kind of seem to come in
There's
cycles
cycles, yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they're prepping quite a few coming up. So we'll see. We'll see.
Totally. Let's totally do one for the
Yeah, you want to do? You want to do one?
Let's do it. Let's do it. We got time.
These cameras.
We got time.
Yeah, we got Bomb Girls is like jumping off
Yeah.
the point too.
It's true.
Yeah.
We'll get them in here. We'll do it all.
We'll make it happen.
Totally. Because because you've got you could pull off like that 1940s
Oh yeah, you think so?
look with the totally.
Thanks, man. Like with the helmet on. And
Yeah.
Stuff and
Totally. Do it.
Nice. Kind of like a paratrooper, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You can totally, because I'm looking at you and just the first thing I thought in my brain when I met you, I'm like, 1940s totally would work for you because of the short I watched from TIFF. There's a plug for you, TIFF.
yeah.
Because you needed it, by the way.
I was reading that.
Was a film called Drop. It's a short film called Drop. And it's this guy wakes up. He's in total World War II regalia, like a paratrooper. And as the camera pulls back, you realize he's lying on a modern day car. Like he's parachuted out of the sky and landed on this car.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he's convinced that it's supposed to be Germany.
Yeah.
And the guy who lives in the house comes out and tries to explain, no, we're in like Brampton or wherever they shot it. And he doesn't believe him, so the guy starts going off on about time travel and wormholes. And
like that.
the guy's like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then the cops show up, but along with the cops is a guy in a Nazi uniform, and then Hitler shows up, and they all try and convince him. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but it was so good. It was just...
I don't know if you guys heard about the film Noah. Did you hear about that?
Yes, that was so good.
Amazing, man. That was incredible.
Oh my god!
I watched that this
Wait
morning.
till you watch
Yeah,
that.
a
It's
bunch
on the
of people-
shorts.
Yeah,
Oh,
a bunch
it's
of
on the
people
shorts.
been
Okay, cool.
posting it on Facebook
Oh
and stuff.
my
It got
God.
it got some coverage in Huffington Post too.
Really?
It's,
Wicked.
Yeah, it's deserved. Definitely. I mean, it's
Yeah, because I watched that.
It's on another level, man. It's
Yeah.
kudos to you filmmakers out there.
Because
You guys
it was
did a
all
great
on
job.
Facebook and his iPhone and the further he got along, I'm like, dude, please don't do this. Please don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it. You
Yeah,
dumb.
he just managed to get inside like
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
your
it
mind,
was
like the
really
way technology gets in the way, like when he was having a conversation on Skype, but at the same time trying to answer his buddy on the messenger on the Facebook
It's
chat.
just-
Like do we even really listen these days?
Do
Like
we-
I catch myself sometimes like just too consumed with too much stuff. I just got to get it back to
talking to a
paying
person.
attention
Yeah.
to people, like how we're paying attention to each
Yeah.
other right now.
Right.
It was that one was one of my favorites.
I'll go home and write you a letter.
There you go.
And the drop. What else
Send
was
it
really
in
good?
snail mail. Yeah.
Relaxing from the Future was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
There's so much good stuff for the shorts this year, so
Yeah.
I was happy that Tiff let me watch all of them.
Nice.
Thank you, Tiff.
That's a nice. That's great.
But yeah, so you'd rather do an ensemble piece, so like
Yeah.
maybe Glengarry Glen Ross?
Oh, that's
Right?
easily one of my favorite films.
That
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
Changing your answer again.
Yeah, see, I'm such a fraud. Yeah, for
I
sure.
think the word is
'cause-
actor.
Yeah,
Ching.
to play like one of those
Right?
parts would just be the best. Like I think I'd love to play Ed Harris's part when I'm old enough.
Mamet is
Yeah.
a freaking amazing writer. There's
Yeah.
Just, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the first time I saw that one. It completely blows you
Yeah,
away.
me too. Yeah, and funny enough, the high school drama teacher that gave me, that to this day is my mentor. She was the one that told me I had to read that play, and then I got to
Nice.
watch that film. So she was onto something, man. It's
That's wicked.
bring it back full circle, and to this day, it's still one of my favorite films for sure.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, Ed Harris. I don't know who I'd want to play in that movie because they're all so good.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to play the Roma part.
Well, of course.
Or the Alec Baldwin part. Even though that's not in the play, but
Yeah.
that wasn't in the original,
That's right.
the original play script, yeah.
Jack Lemmon would be fantastic role to play in that too.
Yeah, the lead role for
I need to
sure.
watch that again.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Now, because you've done a lot of stage work as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, is there a preference? I mean, obviously, I hear that, and it's been forever since I've done any stage work, so I'm not going to say my preference is.
Yeah.
But that immediate reaction, of course, from the audience is always really good. But going into something like The Strain now, where you know there's going to be a built-in fan base off the bat.
Yeah.
Are you more excited to deal with fans that way, or do you like the immediate reaction from an audience on the stage?
That's a good question. I don't know. There's no other feeling you get when you do stage, when you're holding like one of those like incredibly palpable moments with the other person you're acting opposite, like the hair stand on end, when you're watching the audience. I don't know. You can't really. You can't. You just. That's just something that just happens right then and there in that moment, and you can't get. Can't get any better than that.
Really
As an
true.
actor, can't get any better than that. But like with film, I'll go on a little slight tangent.
Yeah, do it.
With film, it's like you can't capture that kind of intimacy that you can capture on film.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like in a love scene, I mean, there's as much as I don't think there's too much difference between the acting style of theater and film. I think like in love scenes and things like that, vocally, it's really hard to convey that kind of real intimate emotion and whatnot with that person you're acting opposite towards when you're on stage, and you do need that vocal support.
Yeah.
So for that reason, film definitely.
And then film's there forever.
More. And what?
Then film's there forever
Yeah.
too. It's like
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, you suck.
Like, did
Yeah, but as far as the fan stuff, like, I mean, it's like, you've done theater before. If you
A long time ago.
but you get off stage and like, you're in that reception room where you walk out from backstage and there's the, everyone that came to see the show and stuff, and it's a weird kind of room to navigate and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's amazing when people come up to you and let them know how much they like your work and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up.
Totally. But we know going, once again into The Strain, that yes, you've dabbled in genre, obviously with Supernatural and Fringe, but this, you're gonna, like one of the lead characters in the series. It's gonna explode for you. I mean, you're not gonna be able to go to like Fan Expo without people like going, "You're that guy.
We'll see.
Sign this."
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
Because I mean, science fiction and horror has that built-in audience right away.
And luckily, I with the total drama and stuff like that, I got these kids that they're definitely interested in what I'm doing and stuff. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
constantly updating them and things like that. So hopefully, I'm sure their parents will let them watch the stream. But
Yeah,
no,
because I
I'm
wouldn't have
lucky
been
for
allowed.
sure.
Yeah,
For that already.
I would not be allowed to watch that.
No.
I'll let you watch it.
Oh.
And my parents would be like, "No, it's 8:30. It's time for you to go to bed."
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's go. Damn it. Because it's gonna be huge. It's gonna blow up. I mean, even with 13 episodes, people are gonna be clamoring for more.
What would be awesome is if there's like a Strain panel at Fan Expo next year.
Yeah, we'll see. I think.
I just think that would be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna drop in 2014. I think I don't exactly know. Like I know we wrapped shooting in March, like late March.
Right. Okay.
That's wow, dude.
When you have you
quick.
started shooting it, or are you
We
just
started.
starting?
We started on Tuesday.
Oh,
Started on Tuesday. Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah. It's crazy. The other day, they had me in for wardrobe and camera tests and stuff like that.
Wicked.
And I'll say this about Guillermo: one thing, when he says action, he's like action. It's like some kind of conquistador. So it's hysterical. Yeah. So I'll be looking forward to that.
You better bring it every time.
Action.
Yeah, that is a director you don't want to let down.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good. He'll be good.
Oh yeah.
He puts you at ease. Like you can already tell he's the kind of guy that puts you at ease and stuff. So
Now is he just doing like
it's his playtime.
the first couple of episodes, or is he doing the whole series?
From what I understand, he's directing the pilot. He's the exec
sense.
producer on
Yeah.
the show. And I don't know if you guys know the other exec producer, the showrunner, but it's Carlton Cuse,
Mhm.
who did Lost.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing the Bates Motel right now. So
That's
it's
right.
the
He's also awesome.
creative team's killer, killer creative team.
Ridiculous.
So I can't imagine who they have the FX guys and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's understatement there. I'm just saying it sounds like an understatement.
Wow.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's all shot locally.
Yep.
And night shoots are going to be a pain in the
Yeah, a
ass
lot
on
of night
that,
shoots,
yeah.
I imagine. Yeah. It's going to be some late nights for sure. But
just that whole opening sequence with the plane on the runway is just
I can't wait to see all the sets that they built and all the plane stuff. Yeah, it's going to be great.
So you got that. That's going to take you to the end of March.
Yep.
And then anything? Irons in the fire.
Yeah.
Sleep maybe. Sleep is good.
Yeah, definitely sleep. What I got going on? I'm actually doing a lot of writing lately. I got a couple features that I'm working on with 2 different writing partners, and right now we're prepping hopefully a Bravo Fact film that we're going to shoot in February. So we're actually getting the application in on Friday. So we'll see if that goes. And that's going to be like a teaser of a feature concept that we've been working on. Yeah. So it's like an urban fantasy film.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kind of in the vein of like.
Sue's perked up.
Kind of in the vein of like, let's see, Attack the Block meets the Goonies, meets that kind of style of the Goonies. Yeah, we want to try to take it back to that kind of really fun ensemble kind of vibe.
Because there isn't enough of those anymore. No. There really isn't.
I thought Super 8 did
I was going to say that's pretty much the only thing in recent years.
Because that was produced by Amblin Entertainment, right? And that's like, taking it back to the old school, right? Yep. So we're hoping to do something like that.
Oh, yeah. Man.
And then the other one is more of like a two-hander improv piece that we're working on with myself and this great actress named Carrie Smith. So we're co-writing it, and we're looking to get it out to directors pretty soon and see who gravitates towards it. So
cool.
Yeah.
So you're not just resting on your laurels, then, right?
No, you can't, man. you just can't. I don't know.
I was just talking to my therapist about that today.
I don't even know.
She's like, take a break.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Man, you're just everywhere.
You just gotta stay busy.
Stay busy. See, and that's what I've been doing all week, and I am exhausted, so I wouldn't be able to do that.
So you deserve a rest. It's like, you try to work hard, and then you deserve that rest.
Totally.
Right? Instead of just sort of getting lazy with it, right? So.
That's wicked. Now, sorry, I keep coming back to the strain. I'm sorry, I really do. Now, have you read the book?
I read the first one.
Okay, now is there anything you're most looking forward to doing with your character?
I can't say anything.
Okay, that's fair.
I can't say anything.
That's fair. I totally
wish
get
I
that.
could. I know. I do know a twist, but I can't reveal anything right now.
I'm good with that.
But they keep coming up to me and telling me they got some cool things in store. So I can't imagine what that is. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
So cool. Yeah. That's fantastic.
So is the 13 episodes going to be just the first book, or is it going to be all 3?
I'm actually, I don't know myself right now. They've been really like this project's really secretive, so I can't say much about like plot and things like that. I can only kind of just like to speak on what is announced on IMDb and stuff like that. But from what I understand, like I'm obviously reading online about it and stuff, and I know that the president of FX is talking about 3 to 5 seasons.
Wicked.
And then it'll end.
Yeah, because
right? You just want to put an end to it, which I agree with. So that's all I kind of know. Like I don't really know how close they're going to stay to the books. How much liberties they're going to take with it.
I'm hoping they kind of stray away from it and make it its own animal.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, obviously they've got to have enough touchstones back to the original book.
Yeah,
make it its own thing.
Yeah,
because.
Once you've established the world, then play.
From what I understand, like from reading the book, it's got kind of Walking Dead vibe to it, except with vampires. But I think we'll see how well it does against
Walking
Dead.
Hopefully, people know how to hold a gun.
Yeah, sure.
Because that's not important. Not on television.
Yeah, you don't need to know how to hold a gun.
That's fantastic, Drew. Thank you,
guys. Thanks so much for having me here to speak on this.
So fantastic, and we didn't even mention Bonnie's flowers. Bonnie, your flowers, they're right there. Make sure you watch this episode, Bonnie, because your flowers are right there. Drew's fantastic. We're so looking forward to seeing this, and we're going to be pestering everybody about this show.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh, yeah. I'm glad you guys are excited.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
You can't wait to watch it yourself.
I can't.
Yeah,
it's like going to be a show. It's like,
right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. As an actor, sometimes you never know how much you get cut out of something, and
That's
it's like
true.
You bring all your friends over, you're like,
here it comes.
Can't wait to see what's coming up in the next scene. Then you're just like, I gotta go to the bathroom and I gotta drink or multiple drinks right now because I feel like a moron. So no.
You're at the local bar instead. Everyone else is just in your house.
Because
Exactly.
that kind of I kind of want to know. Are you one of those actors who literally just read your parts, or do you read like what everybody else is doing? Do you know your whole story, or are you just kind of sticking with your part?
No, you got to read the whole story.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I know some people don't want to know.
Oh yeah.
And they just kind of stick with what they're doing.
Yeah, like
So-
I'm not reading the 2 other books on purpose. Like I just want to get through the first book.
Yeah.
And then not have any spoilers, like so
Right.
somehow kind of affect the way I play
That you
something
play
in
it,
the
yeah.
in the first season.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, because that's a lot,
Especially
it's how a lot of
when you're
directors
away.
work these days. Like Woody Allen, for instance, like doesn't
Oh, yeah,
give his
doesn't- yeah.
actors the script until that day of shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just those scenes,
Yeah.
so they don't have any time to really get clever with it, right? Which I think it's cool. I think it's a good approach.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be wicked.
nice one.
It's gonna be wicked. But yeah, Drew, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Lindsay,
Yeah,
as always, behind the
appreciate
computer. Can't wave because there's no webcam anymore. I think you did that on purpose, by the way. Just saying.
Sweet.
Sue, good show.
Dan, thank you for having
That's
me.
awesome. You don't even have to go back to work yet.
No, thank goodness. Can't do it.
You. And then we were also training a potential new aunt this evening. Her name is Kaylee. So watch for that in the very near future.
Kaylee Book, the firefly-iest name ever.
What?
That wasn't even a word.
Well, yeah, her name is Kaylee, and her last name is Book. So there we go. Facebook,
Kaylee
everybody
Book.
will find her now.
Nice.
And Kaylee being Kaylee Fry from Firefly, and the
I see.
book.
Okay.
Dario Book.
Shepherd Book.
Shepherd Book.
So
Nice.
she's got a very Firefly name.
Very cool.
That's why we're friends.
That's the only reason. So on behalf of Sue and myself, thank you for watching at home, wherever you are. Thank you and good night. Ciao. That was awesome, Drew. You freaking awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, it was really easy.
Yeah.
You guys made me really comfortable.